800 CHAB is proud to present Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carney.
With Greg Marcyniuk, our insurance expert from Heritage Insurance in downtown Moose Jaw. Today, Greg, will take some time to talk about summer and the fact that the kids are active in the summertime. Not just coming to and from school, but coming to and from the playground and the pool at all hours of the day. Something we should be aware of as people, as motorists, as citizens, but also something children and parents should be most aware of.
Well, that's right, Rob. Kids are out. And, of course, they're excited. Summertime is here. So the biggest thing is that people have to be aware that the kids are around. And drivers aren't used to seeing the crowded playgrounds and parks during the day. But this all changes as the summertime comes here. So we have to remember that the playground speed limits remain in effect year-round, so you can't go racing through there. Be very cautious when you're going down there. And when driving around playgrounds and parks, observe very carefully. As well, small children are less predictable and harder to see than adults. As well, when you're in the residential areas, you should watch for clues such as a hockey net or a ball. This could mean that kids are playing nearby. And remember that a child could dash out on the street at any moment. So pay particular attention and always anticipate the unexpected. Now, when it comes to parents and giving pedestrian tips to share with children, the number one and most important thing as a parent is to be a role model. Their children always look up and they make sure that, you got to set a good example when teaching them about pedestrian safety. If your child sees you jaywalking, they will think it's okay to do the same thing. So make sure you teach your child to go to crosswalks at intersections and to have a pedestrian crossing light or a marked cross light whenever possible. Also make it fun. Make your road safety teaching fun as far as treating it as a serious issue for younger children. Try an interactive game by having them point out the traffic signs and see and ask if they know what they mean. For older children, remind them to always put their phones and remove their headphones when they're crossing the road. I see that quite often, kids texting and just crossing. So let them know that they should be putting them away.
I've seen kids riding bicycles with no hands while they're texting.
That's I know. Biggest thing is focus on the basics. Kids will digest information about serious issues when it's simple and relevant. Therefore, begin your pedestrian safety lessons with the key basics that you learned as a kid, which are still relevant today, such as stop before crossing, always stop at the curb, and make sure all the vehicles have stopped as well. Look as well. Look left, right for oncoming vehicles. Then look again over your shoulders for vehicles that might be turning. And teach your kids to keep looking for approaching vehicles as they cross. The other key thing is listen. Listen for approaching traffic that you can't see. The other thing that a lot of people don't do these days is make eye contact. Even if the walk signal is on, teach your children to make eye contact with your drivers before you cross. And walk. Teach your kids to walk, never run when crossing a road. And mark out safe areas. Focus on teaching your kids where to safely position themselves when they are around roads. Children should always walk on the inside edge of a sidewalk where they are less exposed to traffic. If there isn't a sidewalk, teach your kids to walk facing oncoming traffic so they can see the approaching vehicles. And again, let them be aware of making eye contact with the drivers. These are tips that we should be aware as parents and as well sharing these with your children.
And parents and grandparents can find these tips online to share with the children.
That's right. You can go to nohassleiinsurance.ca or come down and see any of our fine staff here at the corner of First and Fairford West.
This has been Ask the Expert on 800 CHAB.